everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story, episode 36 with me, Sid, and since our death of overconfidence last episode, I haven't done a lot. I've got obviously been back, and I have chopped down a few trees. I've worn out one axe, and that axe is nearly gone. I really need to get somewhere with more bronze than I have, because I can't be. I mean, the copper is, well, it's not endless, you know, and the more copper mines I wear out in the area, the harder it is going to be come to source copper, and I'm going to have to travel further for it, and yada yada. Which is, of course, one of the reasons why I suspect, and well, I'm fairly certain that the tools of the Bronze Age and the Copper Age were, and for that matter the Stone Age, were actually more durable than we give them the durability in game. And you know, because there's only so much copper, so much, you know, it's these things just wouldn't wear out that fast. But you know, this is the rules in which we are working and living, and forage is great, and obviously this is the way that the game works. So yeah, you know, and there would be no drive, or at least there will be less of a drive to push yourselves up to. Scared me half to death there, man. To push yourself to the point of. I don't know where you're storing all your stuff. What are you selling anyway? A bismuth bronze axe for 7 gears. Or a black bronze axe, which is even better, for 6 gears. Okay, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. A black bronze spear. What do you actually buy? You actually buy bread. So I've certainly got enough stuff to sell you bread. I don't think I've got a great many gears though as it stands. But bread will be useful. But you have to felt and flax. Okay. Useful to know. Per 8 he gives 1. I've got lots of crops going. Spelt and flax. Try and remember that. I will probably fail hopelessly, but we'll try and remember it all the same. And there's a kitten playing with my feet. She's been told not to play with my feet, but she just can't. She's worse than Mort from Madagascar. Right, let me see what else we can. So, crop wise, I have got the fields in. We've done all the clay work I want to do. The trees around the farm are starting to grow, and as I get more I will plant them as I get more idea for what I want to do around here as well. What I do need to do this episode is I need to go and get some black coal, and to do that I am going to have to make myself some food. And oh, look at the little baby goat. See, all that flax is growing nicely, and we're going to have to go out and get black coal. Now black coal, there is some up north that way, so we're going to head out and try that this episode, I believe. What I would like to do is just find out. See, I've got 48 flax grain there. I could do the whole of that. That would give me 6 lots of 8. Plus I've got another 9. Plus I've got 64. So I think I could probably Actually, I should also just go down and maybe see about a stew as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just have a look. What else I've got floating around? I've got a little bit of parsnip and onion for this one. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will be splendid. Let's go and get that going, and then we can take that with us. And then I'll need to grind the bread, I'll need to cook the bread, all the good things that we do with bread, and the world will be a good and happy place. Get those in there, get it lit. Right, flax grain, here we go. Right, I'll be back in a bit after this thoroughly interesting bit. See you in a bit. Alright, it's raining. I did have 3 rusty gears left. I've now got 32, so 6 verlots of flax, and I should have let's just go and get some berries while we go out. Right, so we're going to go for a little walk. It's a bit later in the day than I would have liked to get up. It's like I slept in, basically. I don't know why Control doesn't always seem to register when I try to come out of the sleeping cycle, but we're going to go over here to start off with, just to check how many pumpkins are doing, because I think I've got to, oh, I might have 3, 4. Oh, you little beauty. And we may even get a 5th off of that one. So that's good. Right. Let's go and grab some berries on the way up to see the trader. We'll see the trader. We'll see what we can get for our flax bread, because I've also got rye, so I can always do the same again, but I'm not spending all night baking. Do you think I am some kind of peon? No, I am no one's baker. We'll have a little nibble of those, maybe a few of those while we're at it. Show me some, come on. That should do us. We can forage as we go. There's lots of food this time of year. It's almost too easy to survive at this time of year, except for when, you know, a wolf looks at you as forage. Well, actually, no, a wolf. When 3 wolves look at you as a foraging exercise, then yeah, you know, I suppose that's one way of looking at it, isn't it? You know, the wolves aren't being particularly nasty. They are just doing what I'm doing. I'm out foraging for food, so I forage for berries, they forage for peoples, rabbits and sheep and lambs, and, you know, meat. And as meat doesn't grow on a bush, they have no choice but to eat it on the hoof. But hopefully we'll not run into too many wolfies in this area, because the weather is terrible. Lovely fog effect though. Now you had better not have changed your trades. Get him. I'd like to sell you. That's, and you want how many? 6. I can actually sell you all of those. Oh no, that was spelt bread. You want 5. Right, so now I've got 8. I can buy that one for 7 or that one for 6. Don't know what that does for me, but leather bracers. Commoner gloves. Leg armor. So bracers must be, yeah, that's 2, but if I go for, I've got 8 now. Do I just buy that? Because he'll buy 6 of those. He'll buy 6 of those off me as well, which would allow me to come and buy another one of those at some point. And bread I can do. Feathers, not so much. Not going to do a sewing kit. Leather's quite. No, we'll just go with that. Right, there we go. We got a black bronze axe out of the deal, and I've still got a little bit of food left. Let's go get myself some coal. Goat. And maybe I should do this with some of the other traders. There's another trader to the south of the lake, and maybe I should go and see what he has got. Don't mind me, Goatee. I am not going to hurt you, I promise. You're probably more likely to hurt me, to be honest. Yeah, right, map. Where am I going? From here, I am going that way. Pretty much in a straight line. So, well, I'll see you when I get there, or when something eats me. Alright, well, here we are. Here's the bit of black hole that I found. Again, not got enough to melt copper ore, because that needs 1260, but that goes to 1200, so that gets you very close to temperature, which is in itself going to be, I suspect, advantageous. However, yeah, why not? Let's just make myself a little diggy hole and try and find the coal. Should be near the surface. There we go. Black hole. Haha, you need that. Okay, that is not a problem. But we'll definitely grab as much of this as we can get, because it's going to be handy for forging, if not for smelting. I don't know how much there was going to be. I've got no indication of how big this vein is going to be, but let's work at it, because for one, we've got a bronze tool with a massive durability compared to that, which is basically double the durability. And I think I've got the means to get myself another bronze pick from the trader by selling him some rye bread, because we've done obviously done flax bread, and he will take, I think it was 6, so that would be 48 bread rolls of rye bread, which I could spend the night making. That's not a problem. There are no actual down points or downsides to not sleeping in this game, so yeah, might as well use these traders. We've got a lot more resource than we had, and I think that's a kind of a progress point, if you like, within any video game like this, a resource gathering game, is there comes a point where your resource levels tip over a certain point, and you can then start to use some of the features that were previously locked. This is what I would refer to as natural gating. So when you think about mod packs that gate certain mods behind certain progress points, that is kind of an artificial gating of the potential progress. You know, it's not based in any good logical means, so to speak. You know, it's a pack designer going, right, you can't do this until you've done this. You can't do blood mashing until you've done Britannia. Why? Because and that is as much as you get, because whereas this is, there's a trader there and he'll sell you bronze tools, and it's like, well, yeah, but he's sells them for these gear things, and I don't have that many gears. But how do I get gears? Well, you can sell him stuff. Well, what can I sell him? Well, you can sell him flax, for example. One of the traders was taking a lot of flax stuff, and it's like, well, no, flax is too valuable at this stage. But there comes a point where your flax or your bread or whatever it may be, I wish I could find a copper vein this big. There will come a point where, you know, you've got enough of it that you can actually spare it, and that to me is where gating comes in. Natural gating that, you know, makes sense within the parameters of the game you're playing. What am I looking like out there? It's dark. What time is it? 1800. I didn't bring a bed with me, that's a pain. I've got plenty of food though, so I can just sit here and work through the night. Which I will probably do, because I've got nowhere better to go right now. So yeah, I'll get that done and I shall be back in a little bit. But we're going to go with a good few stacks of coal, I hope. And oi, stop scratching the basket. Sorry, kitten. She's not so much she's a young cat now, I suppose, if I'm being brutally honest. She's outgrown kitten. She's 17, actually coming on 18 weeks old, and now spayed. So yeah, they grow so far. Oi! Right, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I need to go home. A heavy temporal storm is approaching. It is unfortunately 3 o'clock in the morning, which means we're in trouble. There's a little bit of coal left, but there is unfortunately a large and one more, there we go, cave on the other side of that, damn it. But I definitely need, let me just put you into my offhand so I can see where the hell I'm going, because we need to make a run for it. We need to get home before that temporal storm becomes imminent. It's 3 in the morning, which does not bode well. I've left the marker on the cave thing because there is a cave there with some interesting ores in it. Or there's some ores exposed on the other side of the coal. I think one of them might be sulfur, and I think the other one may be quartz. Not 100% certain. But I'm going to have to let the hunger, because obviously well, not obviously, but carrying something in your offhand increases your hunger rate. So yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that carrying a simple torch would add that much hunger, but you know, them's the rules. So hello sheep. Yeah, them's the rules, so them's what we work with. But right now, I don't want to be out here when a temporal storm hits, and it's a heavy temporal storm. So I've got no idea what's so heavy about it. But we do need to get back. Got lots of coal though. We got 3.5 stacks almost. 3.5 Minecraft stacks actually as well, not terra firma stacks. Or it's an interesting conundrum that the actual value of a stack changes depending on the game and the material being carried. Because of course, you know, if we're in normal Minecraft, for example, most things, virtually everything, a stack is 64. Unless, of course, it's buckets, in which case it's 16, and ender pearls are 60. But, you know, there's like typically 16 and 64 are the stack size. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Now, Terra Firma Craft, a big stack is 32 by default. And well, that has never spawned any hoofers, spods in it, which in itself is interesting. Yeah, a big stack is 32, but then you've got like 16s, and yeah, unless of course you're playing modded, in which case there are things that stack to 32. So everything gets really, really weird. And look at that! All of that flax is. Don't do that to me. I'm used to things making noises in this game, apart from, you know, drifty drifters. Right, how much coal can I stick in there? Not a lot, actually. Okay, that's disappointing. 2 gears left, got a little bit of bread left, and I think I can probably and safely take those and put them back up there. Munch these down. We're back home safely, that's the main thing. And a heavy temporal storm is approaching. It is not imminent yet, so we can go and we can put those gears away. I don't think, have I got, it's got clay in it. Vegetation. Sticks, okay, forgot about that. Stick that bit of coal in there for now. There was a flax seed that we picked up, so we'll get those down. Oh, stones, yes, of course, stones, and forget the stones. So rye bread is after the temporal storm, I think. Yeah, so I'm just going to have a look how much rye I have actually got. And I know that one he wanted 6 of, which is going to be, as I said, 48. Rye grain 47 and 148. Let me just have a look in there. We got 48 on that one. Perfect. Well, I might as well go and get this one cooking, or at least grinding, while I'm waiting for the storm to approach and happen, because you know, I'm waiting for the storm to happen. So yeah, let me tackle that. I'll be back in a moment. Well, we are doing well. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one is still blooming. That one is still blooming. There's always a possibility of a 7th. This pumpkin patch has actually worked out really well this time around. Don't know what the difference was between that and the last one, but that's all pretty good. The temporal storm is not here yet. I've got the ladder all set up ready. I've got my food ready. I am, well, not to put a finer point on it, ready-ish for a given value of ready. I think all of my turnips, these are stunted due to heat. Okay. It's not that warm, is it? 21. Yeah, maybe it is a little bit warm for turnips. But they're alright there, nearly there. Rye is stunted due to heat, but you're okay, except for that. Why is that so much lower? Unless K is, yeah, I think K on that row is diminished. Okay, that's a thing we're going to have to bear in mind going forward. I have ground the 48 rye flour, so we will be able to go and replace our bronze pickaxe. Man, English is really struggling. I'm struggling with the language today. I think if we're going to go with that, then I'm going to need to get more of this gravel out if I'm going to build this pumpkin patch like that. I think I will build the water sources further apart as well, at least, so it'll be at least to there, and then we'll have another 1, 2, 3, 4, and that one there will be water source. So there'll be plenty of room for these to grow, and I may even do them on alternative, so those go on that side, and then we'll do similar. We'll make enough room for maybe 8 pumpkin plants to grow simultaneously. This can go 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll get you quite easily 1, 2, 3 to there. That will cover us out that way. Get rid of all the weeds. We'll mix it up with a bit of the muddy gravel and the stone, because it really doesn't seem to mind what it grows on. And we're good on pumpkins, so if I can get another crop in this year or two, then that will be beneficial. But I'm going to, while I'm waiting for this temporal it's imminent. Okay, bonk, let's hide. Mine. And perfect, we can just spend the night, well, spend the day, spend the temporal storm, or temporal storm, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Probably temporal, I believe. But let's see what the world throws at us, shall we? I'll come back once the storm's in full swing, so you can just see how bad a heavy storm is, because I think all the ones we've had so far have been light. Back in a bit. These are always trippy. I mean, just look at that and the stuttering, and just the way even the blocks close up to me are just warping. Oh, this is worse than a nausea potion. Can't see what's out there. It's probably in that pit anyway by now. Yeah, this is trippy. Oh well, nothing I can do. Back in a bit. And by the magic of editing, it's over now. That's a whole mess of badness down there. I think we are just going to leave those guys to do their thing. You know, they seem quite happy. I mean, look at that. I've got to look at those corrupted drifters. That is a whole bunch of badness. Right. Now, what was I going to do? Oh, more baking, that's right. Welcome to the joys of baking. Fly, little butterfly. I don't know how we're doing here. You are ready to go in there. You have got 1.4 days left. You're ready. Well, let's see how that goes. Yeah, that temporal storm thing is working. I do need to come up with a better way to kill the... I wonder whether I go. There's a thought. No, just little ideas starting to occur to me. 3, 3, 7, and click, and ignite. Bucket. Get the water, and off we go. Make some Rido. Sounds like a Pokemon. Anyway, let me continue with this. This is just a quick... Oh, why are you so bad to click on things? It's obviously going to take a while to cook all of this as well, but I think this is probably an effective use of time to get the... while we're waiting to do the other stuff and get more, make our own bronze, because right now without tin it's very difficult to make bronze, but it is not very difficult to make bread. And just a matter of waiting. So again, I'll see you in a moment. Alright, I'm almost finished, but I just literally, I've stood here and I turned around and all of the blocks have grown back. All of these have got grass on them. Interestingly enough, so has all of that lot has vanished as well. The same blocks have experienced issues. Now I can fix this creatively, this is not a problem. So what I think I need to do is just finish off this baking. I'll fix these problems. It has been reported. They are not sure what's causing it. There is a suggestion in a forum post that this grass here is what's causing the issue. So maybe I need to break the grass. Oh. Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? And better keep my eye on the bread, because it will burn as fast as, you take your eye off it for too long and it's gone. So yeah, I'll fix this creatively. Again, this is a bug, not a feature, so I don't see any problem with fixing those. I'll just wait for these to do, and I'll be back in the morning. I'll need to go and fix that sheep pen rapidly, because I don't want that sheep to go missing. Having said that, it's probably easy enough to get the baby one back in. If any of them get out, they're going to be easy enough to sort out. So back in a bit. Alright, it's the morning. I have fixed everything. I broke all the grass first this time, so it had affected pretty much all the same blocks in the wall, same blocks over there in the sheep pen, the ugly looking plant now. So yeah, pretty much everything had been affected that was affected last time. So I'm wondering if there's, I don't know, well, I genuinely have no idea exactly what's causing the problem, but we've got sheeps and we've got pumpkins, but right now I am going to go and see Mr. Honky Honk up the road, Mr. Trader, and see if he still wants rye bread, because I have got 48 loaves with his name on it. And with 48 loaves with his name on it, I've got myself a brand new pick. A nice bronze pick, which means that the pick that I've nearly worn out in my inventory. It's a shame he hasn't got a shovel actually, but there you go. Beggars and choosers, beggars and choosers. Yeah, but get up nice and early. It is 3:45 in the morning, which personally for me, I only ever see that time in the morning when I've got early flight to catch. It's like, yeah, 3:45. No, that happens to other people, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm sure the trader's up and about. He's not like 7 Days to Die, where where they stick to Sunday trading laws and everything. No, they don't stick to Sunday trading laws. Stop, don't talk rubbish. Yeah, you see, he's awake. Hello, Mr. Trader. I don't know how often these guys reset their trades either. New delivery of goods in 3 days, and he wants those. So I can. You've still got 38 gears. I can sell you that. What's rye bread? Oh no, spelt bread. Damn it! This is me misremembering, because I have just round the corner from me a deli called Spelt and Rye, and yeah, I've misremembered my bread. Oh well, on the plus side, I've got plenty of bread to eat. I'm just going to stick it in my cellar and I'll make some spelt bread. I'm sure I have spelt. Is it spelt or spelt? I'm not entirely sure. Spelt and Rye, I don't know. Bread is bread. If you're that bothered, you're not hungry enough. So look at that. It's starting to really come together. We just need to get into this thing of making and finding more tin and bronze, which hopefully in the next episode or two we'll be in a better position to do. Right now, I hear a kitten outside my door. She was getting a bit boisterous earlier, so I'll have to let her in. But I'm going to put this away. I'm going to have a look to see if I've got any spelt, and if I've got enough to make it, I'm going to make myself a whole load more bread. I know it takes time, but you know what? It's worth it. I'll be back in a little while. And it's the next day. I have got all the spelt, whatever it's called, bread. So this time, my tree's grown. My tree's grown. Yes. Well done, little tree. Right, it is a little tree, but that's fine. It's grown. It's a happy tree. Much of my flax is almost ready. This is all looking good. And we got goats for days. The vineyard is actually, to be fair, working really well. You just come along and just fill your gullet with berries. Obviously, be no good when we come to, well, they go a long way, don't they? Be no good when we come to winter, but that's the point of making all the meals and preserving all your food in your cellar. Now we're going to go and grab those pumpkins in a bit, and I want to grab and make the pumpkin farm. Whether that will be this episode, I don't know, because there is something I want to make. Bob's a couple, maybe 3 things actually. Couple of copper tools I want to make, which is why I wanted the coal in the first place. I also do want to try and grab a whole bunch of this, because I've seen some vintage story builds, and those vines and vine tips look amazing when you drape them off your houses, and I just thought we could borrow that little design aesthetic from the vintage story community and throw a few on the house just to give it a little bit more character. And yeah, I'll maybe grab a few more on the way back, but for the most part right now what I need to do let me just hi. Good, you are still buying that. Let me give you wanted 6, didn't you? Right, bang, good. and I wanted, realistically, I want that. Leaves me with a whole one gear. I don't think he's got anything for sale for one. No. Not but that's good. Now we have got a second bronze pick, and we are definitely going to have to continue. Oh, that's my phone telling me it's time I was thinking about bed. I thought about it, but we'll try and grab a few of these vines from these trees, because they do look nice. That is a definite you know, design piece. I'll have a couple more and then we'll head back, and we're going to make our copper tools that we're going to need for the next episode. One of them is most definitely going to be a shovel. I think that's over this way. Is it just the one? I don't know. I'm not desperately going to go and hunt him down. Nah, I don't think it's not worth it. Yeah, we can get some more of this peat, you see, once I've got a decent shovel as well. But I want the shovel to get the gravel to make the pumpkin farm more pumpkin-y. Yeah, we'll leave him to grow. I'll probably come past here several times before the end of the summer, and there's a good chance he will fully grow before then, so we'll do that. But yeah, let us just see about this quick little bit of decoration, just to see how it does work on the house, and then we're going to get on in the forge for a little while. To see how that goes. Let's see, will you place on there? You won't. These are solid. So you can just throw these around just in the odd place. Just, I don't know why they're not getting that, but you know, it just adds a little bit of colour, because the colours are definitely on the drab side. So I think having just a little bit of greenery thrown around the place can make a difference. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get into the forge. Let me take my spare bronze pick and stick you in there. Those will swap round. The bronze pick only comes out for bronze pick jobs. But what we do need to do is get one of those, some of that. Light it up, and let's prepare myself for smithing. We need me hammer and suspiciously no tongs, but that's a good thing. So just got to wait for this heat up. I'll knock out the shovel and then we'll come back to make the next item. See you in a moment. Alright, we got the shovel done, which we can make into a shovel, obviously, because that's what you would do with a shovel. This one is almost at temperature. There we go. Let's get it on there, and what I actually want is a prospecting pick. So let's get you and you. I think this is going to be mainly heavy hitting. Oh, boom. A whole lot of this lot off. Let's try work the low bits first, because if I cock up, then I've always got a piece on the top. There we go. That's that, which means we've now got the old prospecting pick, and this has got the density search, which is long range base chance, and we've got node search, which is short range. Now I have enabled node search because the way the prospecting pick works in Vintage Story is interesting. The normal mode is you break 3 blocks with within a short distance of each other. I think it's around about 10 off the top of my head, and the output from those triangulates it's basically a triangulation, and it works out the possibility that there is the ore in the area. Now, it's only a possibility. That doesn't mean that it's there. It just means the probability of it being in the area. Whereas node search works more like Terra Firma Craft, where it searches a certain radius, and I think I've set it reasonably high. Wow. Look at that. That is incredible. We have really come out of this one on top. I definitely need to work on that next episode. Yeah, and I am familiar with using Terra Firma Craft prospecting picks. I am not familiar with using percentage-based probabilities of things. So I think on that note, we're going to call this one an episode. But we've got a prospecting pick, we've got a shovel, we've upped our tools to bronze. I've put the spare bronze tools on the rack. I don't really need to be carrying them around with me. And yeah, progress has been made. Big temporal storm. It's been a couple of days, so I've got about 8 days now between now and the next one. These hives are all actually ready to be harvested again, so I need to make some more skeps and go on and do that. But steady progress. Hopefully, when we find some tin, we'll be making better progress. But right now, till next time, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.